I speedran Pokemon Fire Red in Japanese. Now, I can't read Japanese or speedrun Pokemon, but if my friend EXDF can do it, I can do it too. I grew up playing the original Pokemon Red, so I know Kanto pretty well. This'll be pretty easy. So I'm a boy named, this, and I chose Bulbasaur as my starter and named him, but whatever. I ventured north to get my first gym badge, but I was stopped, and I had to deliver mail, and I accidentally reset the timer. But for real this time, for real, I was on my way. And then I died to a pigeon. And so eventually, I made it to Pewter City, where I fought Brock for my first gym badge. And that was easy. I headed for Cerulean City to get my next gym badge. I fought pretty much every trainer on the route, my frog got bigger, and I even contemplated buying a fish. Do I buy a Magikarp? No. I fought my way through Mount Moon, picked up this fossil, and it was time to fight Misty. She went down pretty easy, but I'd soon find the first real hurdle of the run. Blue's Pidgeotto. With its hard-hitting, super effective moves and Sand Attack making it hard for me to hit it, the fight boiled down to just luck. But even if I got past his bird, he would switch into Charmander, which is also super effective against Ivysaur. Luckily, it only took me 3 tries, but that still cost me 10 minutes. Nugget Bridge was pretty easy, didn't really take that long. I saved Bill from being ugly forever, got the tickets to the SSN, and made my way to Vermilion City. I fought Blue again on the SSN, lost, and had to run all the way back, because I forgot to go to a Pokemon Center. I beat Blue on my second, third, fourth try though, and got the Cut HM from the captain. I made my way into the gym using Cut, and then looked up the puzzle, because I can't read Japanese. Okay. The second one is always to the right. The second one's always to the right. I just looked that up. So I solved the puzzle and fought Lieutenant Surge. He didn't end up being that hard, so I beat him first try. And then, I didn't really have a plan after that. For this, I don't really have much of a plan. I mean, I kind of do. I haven't done research. My plan is start with Bulbasaur, because he does well against the first 3 gyms. I don't know, my only plan is Bulbasaur right now, bro. So I decided I wanted a water type so I could eventually use Surf. So I went all the way back to right before Mount Moon to buy a Magikarp. And on my way back through Diglett's cave, I decided I wanted a Dugtrio. And then spent 10 minutes looking for one. And also the frog evolved while doing that. But yeah, eventually I caught it, I put the fish in the daycare, and I went the wrong way! Okay, this direction is just not the right one. I eventually figured out that I had to go through Cerulean City to get to Rock Tunnel, but I wouldn't be able to see anything because I don't know how to get Flash. I ended up using a map online to get through it, but the process was miserable. There are so many trainers you have to fight to get through Rock Tunnel. It's absolutely insane, but I was able to push through it, and it only took 16 minutes. Yay! I then headed west to Celadon City to pick up the Ghost Gogs for Pokemon Tower. In order to acquire said Ghost Gogs, you need to go through Rocket Corner, which is not fun. It's annoying and confusing, and there's so many trainers. And my one chatter left. At this point, I was feeling really bored and sad, so I had to call David to keep me sane. Yo, what's up, sir?
What you doing?
I'm doing the Pokemon Red, but it's in Japanese, and it's it's kind of a slog, bro. Okay, are we done here? Do I have to fight him? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you have to fight Stinky Bonnie.
Alright, I'm gonna die because all my Pokemon are dead. Now to Pee-Pee.
Pee-Pee.
I ended up dying to Giovanni because I had no healing items, but it was fine because I was pretty familiar with the route to him at this point. So I just ran back and sweeped him with Venusaur. And after that, I sort of just stumbled upon Eevee. Oh, do I get Eevee here? Man, I really just yoinked him. Does anyone know I have him? Are they just like, oh shit, where'd he go?
What are you getting?
I don't know. I have a Magikarp in the daycare because I was like, oh, I'll just use him for Surf. But
yeah,
Vaporeon might be better.
My recommendation was going to be Jolteon because Jolteon's really fast and good.
Bing bong, it's a Jolteon. I headed back to Lavender Town, Ghost Gogs in hand, to save Mr. Fuji in Pokemon Tower. I was really dreading it, especially after Rocket Corner, but it wasn't nearly as long as I remember, so I ended up finishing it in just a little over 10 minutes. After getting the Pokeflute, I caught Snorlax and headed south to Fuchsia City to why did I do this?
Good question.
On my way back from this stupid detour, I caught a bird so I could fly. With my new flying bird, I walked back to the daycare and picked up Magikarp. From there, I flew back to Celadon to take on Erica. But then, David had to go,
Bye-bye.
leaving me all alone to take on Big Sylph. I was pretty tired at this point and kinda zoned out wandering around aimlessly. It was only after 20 minutes that I looked up the actual route. It wouldn't have been such a big deal if I didn't have work in 3 hours. I was really starting to run out of time to beat the game. So after beating Giovanni, I bolted over to the gym to challenge Sabrina. Luckily, I was able to beat her on only my first try. Next, I immediately flew to Fuchsia City to fight Koga. Koga's muck was really difficult to deal with. My attacks did little damage and Koga would heal him whenever his health was low. Eventually I was able to defeat him by slowly draining HP with Leech Seed. After his muck was dead, Koga was a breeze. After just 20 minutes, I'd added 2 more badges to my collection. I felt like I was back on track to finish the run. After beating Koga, I surfed over to Cinnabar Island to get my 7th gym badge. Blaine's gym took a while to get through because... Oh wait, I can't read. And Blaine himself was a weird fight. I had a couple Pokemon that knew Surf, but both of them were severely underleveled. They were able to conquer Blaine in just 2 tries, but I knew I'd need something stronger for the Elite Four. But before I could do anything else, my run was shot dead by something I could have never seen coming. One more gym! One more gym!
One more gym!
And it's a piss easy one, because I have Venusaur.
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 You go down from Fuchsia City, I believe.
Oh, what did I just say yes to?
You have to go to the Sevi Islands.
What the f- I've never played Fire Red before. I grew up playing the originals, so I had no idea that Bill would be waiting outside to abduct me and take me to his island. But, like, whatever, I'll just fly away whenever he stops talking to me. Except that I couldn't. I was stuck on the island until I finished his quest. That I can't read, by the way. So really, I didn't know what to do. There's no shot that I'd be able to beat the rest of the game in just an hour and a half with the team I had. So we gotta move the goalposts a little. If I can make it off Bill's island and just make it to the Elite Four, I win.
How do you get off the island? In order to leave the islands, you need to complete a mini quest involving Islands 2 and 3. Your first mission is to head to Island 2 and deliver a meteorite to a friend of Bill.
This might be him.
Yes, that's definitely him. It appears that Lost Delta Man's daughter has vanished and was seen on 3 Island. Head there now. Engage in these battles with the bikers. Top option.
Do I have to fight all of them?
Yeah, it's consecutive battles.
These guys are gonna take like 20 minutes to fight!
5 minutes later.
One of the bikers had a muck that kept using Minimize. Even though it only had like 1 HP left, I couldn't hit it. I was pissed. I beat them next try and saved the little girl or something, but I was still upset that I wouldn't be able to finish the game in time. After escaping Bill, I flew straight to Viridian City. I was done with the gym pretty quick. Giovanni was pretty easy to beat with Venusaur, but the battle with Blue before Victory Road was pretty tough. So I went to catch Articuno real quick. With a legendary bird, he was pretty easy to beat on my second try. I made my way to Victory Road and then ran into 2 trainers that each had like 5 Pokemon. Which really sucked because I was running out of time. I only made it about halfway through Victory Road before I had to get ready for work. But I had an idea. I'd leave the timer going while I was gone, so it would technically count as 1 sitting.
7 hours later.
And just like that, I made it to the Elite Four! It was like 1 AM, so no, I was not going to fight them. But by just getting there, I reached my adjusted goal. Really, I'm not too upset that I didn't get to finish the game, because now, I can use this idea again.
Fuck you, Luigi. Ooh.
He's Blaine.